Being in the creative. Spiritual embodiment is a step-by-step descending into your innate human at-one-ment with the Creator, merging with the vital intelligence field that most of us only know on the surface as life. When this field is sufficiently absorbed in the trinity of mind, soul, and body, it awakens a state called being in the creative. An aspect of this state is a divine self-generative force, always dancing around the point of equilibrium, as we see everywhere in nature. It causes the old fearful reactive way of living to fade, allowing the immediacy of life to become the driving force. In Zen teachings, this is called to have no delay between the movements of life and your response to it. This is not something new, of course. It was by being in the creative that you got here in the first place. But that was before you could think and before you were part of the world. In the womb and in the first year after, your actions were independent of any thinking, interpretation, or plan. You had an instinctive ability to act in unity with the core of life. Your body and mind were deeply in sync, and life was very simple and hyper-effective. That is because the creative is not only self-generative, it is also self-organizing. And these two aspects of the creative made it possible for you to manifest yourself in existence. The adult that is listening to these words is most likely far away from this state. But that's all right. What I want you to realize is that you come from the creative and it's still in you, in a dormant state. Or better, the original spark of the wave that has created you is still right here. But since you have moved away from it and started living in your I mind, the intensity and your awareness of it became very low. But we have already started the regeneration process. The previous talks form a step-by-step descending in the creative. The last talks on the logic of life and living in truth will help you to extend this state into your daily life. By reconditioning the mind to reality and learning to accept the consequences of this, life returns to its original simplicity. It allows you to express this state naturally in relations with others and then gradually in the collective and deeper into the world. Being in the creative starts from you as the core of life in the experience of the oneness of God. By taking time to be still and listen deeply within to the nature of life, you end up where you have always been. In this state of non-action, all action is absorbed. Practically, it means that when nothing needs to be done, that's what you do. You simply enjoy being in this unity state where everything is done. No need to avoid, to add, to move away from. Everything is already there. When something needs to be done and it moves through you, the body and mind will spontaneously express it or do it through you. What I'm describing is in Taoism known as Wu Wei, often wrongly translated as no action or not doing. It is rather that you are in a state of natural responsiveness to life, uninterrupted by mind, emotion, and past. Doesn't matter, simply scratching your nose, hearing your child cry, seeing a bird, or dying, for the creative there is no difference. Maybe there is a voice inside of you saying, yes, but this is too simple, or opposite, this is too difficult or too complicated. All that is offered here is to return to the original state of unity, while remaining in your individual embodied experience. And if you remember this state, to learn to express it uninterrupted through your unique spark of consciousness. This has always been so, and will always be so. It does not need to be learned or developed, but you need to remember it, embody it, and express it naturally. This brings us to the end of the Spiritual Embodiment series. If you want to continue to explore this path, my upcoming book, Alchemy of Bodywork, can be a great help with this. It is available from 16 November on. Follow the link in the text to read more about online and live teachings related to spiritual embodiment and also about the book. For now, I wish you courage, virtuousness, and not to forget, good humor. Thank you for being with me.